Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
You were notified that they had this Keith Holmes as a suspect and his DNA was found.
Right.
Tell me what the last 6.5 years have been like.
Hell, especially from the police department in town. They spent more money on me, looking at me, instead of looking at my wife. They weren't out there looking for my wife. They were looking to hang me for something.
You took a lie detector test?
They like to say that I didn't take one. I was asked to take a voice stress analyzer test, something like that. And Detective Donna Jasperson said, I said, well, whatever. If it make it easier, let's do it.
Yeah.
And we sat down to do it. She went through this computer ordeal, and she said, I think I got it. I still remember it. And then she said, oh well, you got to sign this paper first. And the paper said something to the effect, if I was to fail this test, it could be used against me in court. So I said, well, you certified to give me this test? She says, I can give you the test. I said, no, I want to know if you're certified to give me the test. Well, I said, well, let me ask you another question. Says that machine got to be calibrated or whatever? She went through the moon. She jumped up and said, are you going to take this test or what? I said, well, I'll take the test, but I won't sign the paper. She said, well, then you don't get the test. I said, okay, we left.
The police went through your whole property, your house.
15 times.
15 times.
At least. I said, the day I knew I had a target on my back, so let me go up there and get it off. It never got off.
They describe as you being completely cooperative to a certain point and then no more.
What, no more?
Were you cooperative the whole entire time with them?
I let them in my house 15 times. I showed them my guns. I showed them whatever they wanted to see. Well, what else can I do?
The reports that you and Maureen had an argument earlier.
Spat. Yeah. There's a difference between a fight and a spat. I said, she was supposed to do something. She didn't do it. And I says, well, don't worry about it. We'll do it when you come home. That's it. They're trying to make a big blow up out of that.
The evidence that was found on scene, were you well aware of the DNA evidence of the unknown male on these pantyhose?
I knew about 2 years ago they found a male DNA in a car. But no, what kind of DNA, no one to this day has said the DNA, what was it?
Is that car right there?
That's her car.
And
I just bought it for her. Didn't even have license plates on it. Oh yeah, sure. I said, well, I ordered the new plates. The plates that are on it, that's what she wanted. That's why I didn't. Oh yeah, sure,
The suspect that was. Here, let me. Yeah. The suspect in this case, Keith Holmes, you have no connection to him, right?
I'm from the East Coast.
What gets you upset about...
The only person I knew out here was my realtor.
What gets you upset about the fact that you were telling me a little bit earlier that this DNA evidence has just come through?
Well, what the hell have they been doing for 6.5 years? I mean, come on, if it's been on file, instead of looking at me and putting a police car out here 7 days a week, why didn't you do something like that? Like find out where the DNA goes to. Wouldn't you think that's why they do these things?
What was it like to be under the spotlight?
Well, I didn't really bother me per se, but you know, it's how other people present you, and they look at you and you look like the bad guy, that you did something when you didn't do nothing.
What about Maureen's family?
Well, they automatically jumped the gun and said, oh, you must have did something. I said, I've been with your daughter since, what, 19 years old?
Do you talk to them?
No, they spoke a word to me.
Have you spoken to them since this DNA evidence has come?
No. Nope, not a word. In fact, it was only yesterday I found out that my mother-in-law had breast cancer, I think. I didn't even know about that, so.
That's Maureen's mother?
Yeah, Barbara.
And her sister was really active in trying to get people to investigate this a little bit further.
I told anybody to do whatever they got to do. I'm right here. I haven't moved.
Do you have any idea of what happened that morning after she left here?
I have no idea. My wife was too easy. She like helped somebody. Oh, they're all right. They won't bother me. And I kept telling her, you can't do that stuff. You just can't do that stuff. You never know when they're going to turn on you. Old, young, drunk, sober. You never know.
Let's talk about Maureen's personality.
Oh, she was a sweetheart.
You guys have been together for many, many years.
Many years.
I know that she had a dog that she loved dearly that you spoke about, missed her so much after she left.
I can remember the first night I came home. And I opened the door and Wolf was standing by the door, and I walked in, and he stuck his head out like where's Mommy? Yeah. You know?
What is it like to have somebody missing for this long where you don't know where they're at?
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Really wouldn't.
Are you hoping that the suspect will come forward and give some information?
I gotta tell you what I'm hoping for, but something's got to happen at it. Maybe if they get it out of the cops' hands in Pahrump, maybe we'll get something done.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you.